Welcome back to Learn JavaScript on Codecademy. We're in the Iterators section. This is the forEach method. The first iteration method that we're going to learn is .forEach. Aptly named, .forEach will execute the same code for each element of an array. Here we have const groceries. It's this grocery list with brown sugar, salt, cranberries, and walnuts. Here we do groceries.forEach, and it takes this function with grocery item parameter and it logs grocery item. The code above will log a nicely formatted list of the groceries to the console. Let's explore the syntax of invoking .forEach. Groceries.forEach calls the forEach method on the groceries array. .forEach takes an argument of callback function. Remember, a callback function is a function passed as an argument into another function. .forEach loops through the array and executes the callback function for each element. During each execution, the current element is passed as an argument to the callback function. The return value for .forEach will always be undefined. Another way to pass a callback for .forEach is to use arrow function syntax. So groceries.forEach takes grocery item and will log grocery item. We can also define a function beforehand to be used as the callback function. Here we have function print grocery, takes an element, logs the element. When we do groceries.forEach with print grocery passed in, it will do the same thing as the last two examples. The above example uses a function declaration, but you can also use a function expression or arrow function as well. All three code snippets do the same thing. In each array iteration method, we can use any of the three examples to supply a callback function as an argument to the iterator. It's good to be aware of the different ways to pass in callback functions as arguments in iterators because developers have different stylistic preferences. Nonetheless, due to the strong adoption of ES6, we will be using arrow function syntax in the later exercises. Our instructions say iterate over the fruits array to log I want to eat a plus the name of each fruit to the console. For example, I want to eat a mango. You may use any form of callback you prefer. So let's do that now. Let's run that. We do pass, and we do get those logged out to the console here. And they do say we're going to be using arrow function syntax, so let's see what that would look like. Run it. And it looks like everything's still printing out. We still pass. And that would be using arrow function syntax. So what we're learning here is the .forEach method. And as it says here, .forEach will execute the same code for each element of an array. And also, whenever we call forEach will take an argument of callback function. And we learn those three different ways that we can give it that callback function. And as also mentioned, we will be using the ES6 arrow function syntax since it is very popular amongst developers. As long as you guys are getting that, you guys are getting this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.